EDC Reality, and we're back for another flashlight review. This time with the little light that could, the Wurkkos TS10. It's a beauty, this one, guys. It's Android 2, 1400 lumens. It's the little light that could. I tell you, this was the light of the year last year. It's got some pretty neat little tricks about it. We'll run through the basic specs first. We've got 1400 lumens. It's 90 CRI on it, so it's very nice on the eyes. Very nice on the eyes it is. It's 3 main LEDs and 3 auxiliary LEDs. It's 3 orange auxiliaries on this one. Very good. It's IPX8, so it doesn't have USB-C. You've actually got to take the battery out to charge it, but it is IPX8, which means it can go underwater for 2 meters, which is very good. It's got a candela on maximum. It's candela of 4150, and you can either get it in 4000K or 6000K. This one here is 4000K. It's 14500 battery in it, which is the same size as a AA battery. It's a very good little size light. It is that small in the hand that it can get lost very easily in the pocket. It's 7 centimeters long. So yeah, it doesn't have a deep carry clip on it as such, because I think if it was deep carry you would never get it back. So yeah, it's 32 grams. It actually is that light, it's ridiculous, people. It's got a little E-switch on the end. Fantastic little light, this. Let's go and have a look at what it's got in the dark, and then we'll come back and have a bit more of a look at the light. I think you'll be impressed with this. Alright guys, here we are. We're going to have a look at the Wurkkos TS10, see what it's got in the dark. Let's have a look. There's a little reflector out in front of us, about 80 meters away. Let's see what it's got. Start on low, we'll work our way up. Okay, that'll be low. Ramp it up. That'll be high. Here comes turbo. Wow. Pretty impressive for a small light. Very impressive. It's about 80 meters in front of us, that reflector there. See the back fence. It's about 100 meters, those backyard fences there. Reflector's 80. Back up the turbo again. She's getting a little bit warm. Very nice though, the little TS10. Happy with that. Alright guys, EDC Reality, we're back. Let's have a look at the TS10 and the little blinky modes on it. We'll go with voltage check first. 1, 2, 3. Alright, then it'll start again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Just 4.1. Now we can go 2 clicks. We'll go into beacon mode. Out SOS, sorry, and then we'll go into beacon mode here, and then off. From there we can do thermal regulation and things like that. Got the auxiliary on, orange auxiliary, it's always on. We can have that blinking or off as well. 7 clicks will do that. We'll try the little fun settings, candle and lightning. Alright, that'll be 1 strobe, and that'll be lightning. And 2 more, that'll be candle. It's not a bad little setting, it is usable too. The diffuser on it, looks like a candle in the room. 3 different strobes, and off. And there's the auxiliary again. Let's have a look what it comes with in the box. We have the box, little plastic shell, keeps it secure inside the box. Couple of O-rings, always good. Lanyard. Doesn't come with battery or charger, so you need to buy a battery and a charger. What I did was to buy the charger that Wurkkos had on their site. So this is it here. As you can see, basic little charger. pushes out 1/2 amp. Pretty good for smaller lithium ions. You don't want to pump too much into them, so 1/2 amp to 1 amp is good. So yeah, you can see on here 1 amp max, output 0.75, 3/4 of an amp, and that perfect for this kind of a battery. So yeah, it doesn't come with a battery, but you can buy them all off their site, so you don't have to go searching around for batteries and things. You will be able to find them right next to the light when you purchase the light, which makes it very easy. Alright, let's run through it. So you can, numerous colour options in it. You can get the 4 standards: black, red, silver and green, and they come with 3 LEDs under the TIR there, CSP 2323 LEDs, and they also come with 3 auxiliary, which in this case it's orange auxiliary in this one. You can also get red and blue, which is very good. Now they have a brass version which doesn't have the advertising on it, Wurkkos brand name, none of this, the heat, nothing at all. It's just a brass light and it's perfectly plain and it looks great. I really like it. That'll be my next little TS10 purchase, I think. And they also have a white one, which is MAO, metal arc oxide, which is a really nice finish, yeah. And it's like this, a matte finish. Again, looks great in a matte finish, I think. And look, once again, I've had this in my pocket for probably the last 2-3 months, and it's held up quite well, guys. It's yeah, hardly a mark on it. Top little light, hasn't been out of my pocket very much at all. Alright, so let's run through some of the specs. 7 centimeters long, 32 grams. Very, very small. Little clip on it. Not a deep carry clip, because I think if it was deep carry you would never get it back. So the run times on it, look, the run times, they're sort of here or there, really, guys. This is an enthusiast light, yeah. You're not really going to be worried about how long a 14500 battery is going to last you when you're smashing it onto turbo and playing around with auxiliaries and all things like that. Yeah, it's got that many settings on it that, yeah, you're not going to be too concerned about run times with a light like this. So I suggest just buying a couple of batteries for it, and when it starts to run low, throw another battery in it and just be careful of the heat, guys. That's all. So yeah, it says it'll run on turbo an hour and 15 minutes, but look, guys, it will hold turbo for about 10 seconds, and then it drops like a stone, and it drops all the way down to probably 130 lumens, which, look, it'll sit on 130 lumens, and that's usable. Yeah, for this light, that's about 10% of turbo. It'll hold that for a long time. Yeah, so look, 2.5 hours I'd suggest it would hold that for. It says 2 hours 45 minutes on the box. I don't think it will do that, people. I think maybe if it holds over 2 hours, you'd be happy. And look, it's the perfect kind of light you want to learn Android 2 on, because there's not much you can really break on it, guys, you know. Alright, yeah, I think it's the perfect light to learn Android 2 on. It's the perfect purchase for your first enthusiast flashlight, this one, I think, guys. All the little cheeky settings it's got on it, like I've got the candle setting going here at the moment, which you can change the intensity of the candle setting by just ramping it up and down like you would the light's intensity at all other settings. So you can do that on the lightning setting, on the candle setting, on all the strobe settings. Has a bike strobe, has a party strobe, it has a tactical strobe. Even though it's not a tactical light as such, the tactical strobe on this is awesome. It is seriously awesome. Yep, alright, well, look, it probably was the most talked about light of last year. And yeah, look, guys, I can see why. This light gets used a lot around my place just because of it's easy to clip to a hat, and I can walk around out in the backyard, in the shed, wherever I may be, with this clipped onto my hat, and it's fine. Yeah, you can just sit it onto whatever. I've got it on ramping so that I can switch it on and I can ramp it up and down, and I've got it on the advanced UI because I've got the hang of it. But look, you can have it on stepped or ramping in either one, simple or advanced. And yeah, I like the ramping myself, but a lot of people I know have set these on the ramping setting because just you can get every last lumen out of all the settings, whereas on the step setting you can set it to up to 8 different steps. But look, some guys are setting it to just 2, where it just turns on and all it has is low, high, double tap, turbo, and that's all the light has. 3 settings, which is very good, I think, too. The amount of fine tuning you can do on this thing, it's crazy. You can fine tune the intensity of the strobe. You can fine tune the temperature regulation on this. You can fine tune just about everything on this. It's crazy. You can do battery check just by a simple 1, 2, 3. No, we're on candle setting there, so we'll turn him off. We'll try again. 1, 2, 3, hold. Candle. 1, 2, 3. And now I think we should be on the voltage check. Yeah. You'll watch it blink through. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So it's got 4.2 volts in it, people. So very good. I've actually charged this right up to 4.2 volts, so it would give you a good show on the beam shots. And yeah, pretty impressive for such a little light. I really think Wurkkos has sort of hit the nail on the head with this one, guys. They dragged a lot of new customers in with this light, I'll tell you. And look, more power to them, because they are a great company. And just about any request you give these guys, Wurkkos, they will meet that request. They're very good like that. I've actually got some issues with orders and things like that, and they've actually fixed it like that fast that it shocked me, you know, that within 24 hours I would make a mistake somewhere on something and bang, they've had it fixed and sorted within 24 hours. No problems at all. So yeah, the great customer service. Alright, well, what I'm going to try and do, guys, is I've been talking to Wurkkos a little bit. They're sort of supporting the channel a little bit too. Got a couple more lights of theirs coming. We're going to try and put together a Wurkkos EDC rotation, just a basic rotation. I'm going to try and do it with a couple of companies so that people can watch the channel, and you can just pick 3 lights. One for your pocket, one for the top of the fridge, and one for the car maybe, yeah? And you've got 3 lights, and say there'll be this, a nice warm tint on it, and there'll be something like a FC13, nice cool white task light, sort of real white tint on it, and then we'll go for something like a TS11, a nice little thrower. And yeah, we'll try and put together a little package deal. What I've been looking at is those 3 lights there, because they're adding up to about $100 Australian, guys. The prices on these lights are crazy. This here, delivered to my door with a battery and a charger, came to $27 Australian, which is unheard of for a enthusiast flashlight, I think. You know, you're looking at other brands like MSR and Octagon, and they're charging a lot more, Ray lights charging a lot more, you know. And these lights here, they're definitely on par with things like that, Ray lights and MSRs and stuff. You just need to look further into their catalogue, and I'll tell you, some of their lights are fantastic. But yeah, we'll go through their lights one by one, hopefully, guys, because some of them are really well worth a look. Alright, I think that'll be it. The Wurkkos TS10, the little light that did. Love it. What do you reckon?